Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday the 19th of June. So today we have the Fed meeting, or the second part of the Fed meeting, because they started yesterday I believe, but we shall have the Fed funds rate later on at 6 o'clock along with a statement and economic projections, so that will all come out at 6 o'clock, followed by 6:30 we'll have the press conference. Now leading into this, generally we see markets quieten up a little bit, or can do, but we do have some news out this morning. The pound, we got inflation out at, let me just check that this is, did I say 6? It's 7. I've got the wrong time on this clock. It's 7 and 7:30 then in that case, and the inflation data is out at 6:30. So there we go. It's now synchronized at 7 o'clock. Let's have a look at my calendar, just check that again and just get today. That's better. 9:30 inflation and 7 and 7:30 for the FOMC. So Charlie will be trading that later on. If you aren't in our trading room this morning, you can join Charlie certainly for that for later. Just send email to sam@easytrader.com and she will get you all set up to come and join us to trade that at 7 o'clock this afternoon. I say us, but it'll be Charlie. I'm doing this morning shift. So, right, okay. Where to with this unit euro then? Nothing news-wise until Draghi speaks at 3 p.m. It's really the closing remarks at the conference that he was at yesterday, which he managed to create certainly some volatility from yesterday's remarks in terms of probably more cuts, etc. So, we saw that big spike, big move down yesterday after following his conversational remarks. Where to today? Well, I have the feeling, as I said, that we may, particularly with the euros, no news out on it, we may stay within range. We do have the daily pivot above. It's not a great distance away. It's literally 10 pips away from where price is at the moment. Either side of this this range is only a 20 pip range, so I wouldn't be shocked if we stay largely in that range for the euro this morning. The best price action, no doubt, will come this afternoon. Pound wise, well, we do have news at 9:30, so could get a bit of volatility kicking from that. Where are we? We put a nice little reversal bar in there yesterday. We may see more yet. Might see more yet. We've still got the weekly pivot above, which may become a draw, but we have that on the euro as well. As I'm looking at this, well, again, won't be massively surprised if we don't stay in a tightish range. We do have the daily pivot below us at the moment, which it could pull back to. What time is it? It actually fired off. It's sort of late afternoon there. It started pushing back up, ran up to its daily pivot there. Today, well, consolidation, as I say, if it moves back to that daily pivot, it might give an opportunity for a buy off of that in its current form. It has put higher lows in, just very slight higher lows running into this market, so it may push in. Sorry, this is the 30-minute chart. Just pop into a 60. There we go. But it's still got the high lows in there, but you see how pinched the pivots are and the range was yesterday, so leading up to this FOMC meeting. Dollar yen, again, well, it's looking like it wants to break that trend. As I said, technically it's all set up to break to the downside. Whether it will do it this morning is another matter. Again, it may just sit there quite consolidated. It has over the last we're in 2.5 weeks of consolidation in real terms, but short term it's actually looking better than it has done, pushing through again, but it's range bound, and at the moment support may come in back at that 108.20 area, may push through a little bit. In fact, I was just going to look and see if there's any orders sitting below where price was, and unlike yesterday where we had orders sitting below the lows here, there's nothing, so it's sort of just quite a bit of support around the 4 hourly S3s and stuff, so nothing to really draw the price down. If there were sell orders sitting below these previous lows or something like that, it might have drawn the price up, but obviously it's nothing too obvious down there. If anything, just buying numbers, but possibly of traders that are looking to buy into these lows, so it may, as I say, just become range bound. Of course, I think that will certainly change this afternoon, or this afternoon stroke evening. Aussie dollar, a bit of a reversal bar, a bit like pound yesterday really, and it's got the potential again. It's another one that's got potential to push up, and we'll see how this news comes out today. Maybe nothing on the Aussie at the moment. It could just be looking at the pound here. So same thoughts here in terms of daily pivot below. Might be a buy for the upside, but it could all be very slow, and of course there's quite an element of risk if you're trying to trade against what may be the bigger picture there. Canadian dollar, good reversal bar yesterday, bullish engulfing on the previous day there, bearish engulfing even. I get it the right way around, obviously. Daily, monthly, weekly pivot below. If I try everything, I'll get something right in a moment. So the weekly pivot below is a target. There was a marginal divergence over the highs there, and it's broken the low in between, and well, looking, as I say, looking like that weekly pivot, and maybe we could see more. It really depends on what action the Feds take later, and there will be a lot of people staying out, and we'll see a lower volume, as I say, coming through this market this morning. That's pretty much it. That's Canadian dollar. Let's have a quick look at the S&Ps. There's no point going any lower down. S&Ps yesterday finally got into a bit of resistance, rolled over somewhat, but they're consolidating as well. There's no great shock of what's going on here. We could be on for those prior highs there at around about 29.62 sort of area, or just short of 62.60 maybe. Anyway, around that area could well be on. An early interest rate cut this evening, and we could see those flying through towards the 3,000 mark, and the markets will really like that early cut there. So the chances of an early cut, well, it's not priced in as an early cut, as I've said on the big picture there. Let's just have a look. The Fed offer, whoops, that's July. For June, let's just go back to June here. What's priced in is it to remain at 225 to 50 area. However, as the Fed surprisingly put, there may have to be accommodative earlier, in which case we might see this reduced straight away. Now, this isn't their dot plot. This is what the market's pricing in, and the market can be wrong. There can be a surprise. Trump's obviously putting a lot of pressure on the Fed. There was talk again last night about Powell losing his job or being demoted. Now that's old news, I understand, but all the same, I'm sure that pressure and that old news was dug up for a reason. So there we go. I wish you a great day. I'm sure there'll be some volatility. Certainly there'll be some volatility around 7:30 today, but we'll see some more. We'll have to wait and see. Take care. Bye for now.